up? Loving this shit and frustrated equally. But I think, like, me and you and I, you and I and Ghost, even you and I and Bama would have way more luck than I've been having on this map by myself. Holy fuck, it's hard. It's it's crazy, man. Like, uh, don't worry about trying to blow up big, like, concrete walls with, like, Panzerfaust or anything like that. I tried that on this one place and it didn't work. But if it looks like you could probably destroy it, there's a pretty good goddamn chance that you can.
Yeah.
Like, you know, because it's Sanok. That's how it's pronounced. Finally heard that today. It's Sanok. Um, they overhauled the map. Like, it looks gorgeous. It's so fucking cool, dude. I noticed that it looked different, but I couldn't pinpoint it. And then I actually looked at the comparison, and I was like, okay, yeah, they really fucking overhauled this map a lot. But it's like a ground up fucking overhaul, dude, because yeah. And they made the 9mm lighter, so if you're rocking a Vector or something like that, you can carry way more of that shit than you could before.
Yeah.
And like I said, if it looks like something you could probably blow up, there's a pretty good chance that if you throw a grenade over there, it's going to destroy it. Like the steps leading up to the little huts and stuff, you know, the ones that are like elevated, you can blow
Mm-hmm.
those out to where people can't get up in them and shit.
Mm.
Like I don't know. I'm thinking like you know, obviously you could like roll a car up there or something, jump on top of the car and get up there, but that takes a lot of effort. You know what I mean? Like, but I came out of this fucking hut and I was looking around and then I like walked off the edge and I fell down and I was like, what the fuck? And I turned around and looked. And I was like, oh. And then I turned around and realized like, okay, yeah, like this whole like little spot, there was like a little war going on here a few minutes ago, and they blew the shit out of that place. I was like, fuck, man. But it was just cool because earlier I had some people running up on me and I heard them getting kind of close, so I fucking kind of I was like, I gotta try this shit just at least before I get killed. Dude, you can blow the floors out of those huts. Like, it's pretty fucking intense. Let's just start a match and I'll show you. Well, actually, give me 1 second. Let me see if, make sure, because I feel like Barb's gonna show up as soon as we fucking start this match. Let me walk out here and see if she's here real quick, because this is like around the time she's supposed to get here. Indy, you fucker, dude. Oh, god damn. Damn dog knocked over my coffee. Set it down here beside me for a minute. He was scratching himself and I wasn't paying attention. I just looked over and it's like dumping on my floor. And he's over here laying down. It's been dumping out for a while. It's like half my fucking cup, you asshole. I was smart enough to close it. That's my thermos, you know. Oh, actually,
Yeah.
this might have been my fault now that I see where it was sitting. Well, I mean, it was dumb to have it on the floor no matter what, but where I had it sitting, it's like this little rug, little area rug or whatever, and it looks like it's kind of bunched up, and I think I set it on the bunched up spot,
Yeah.
so it wasn't exactly even. But now I've got fucking coffee on this little, it's supposed to not fucking absorb liquids like this. What the fuck? This shit go through it? It did. What the hell? This little latex thing, I guess, is rotted out. Dumped it all over his pillow that he lays on for a bed. I hope you like the smell of coffee, buddy, because you're going to smell it all night now. Anyway, I wasn't trying to Peter dick around. I wanted to just fire one off and show you all this shit instead of talking about it. But I guess you got a chance to look at your shit, get all your little updates, stuff out of the way. Check your. Well, you're not in a clan, are you? That's one loot catch that you miss out on. You should just join the one that I'm in. I don't even ever play with them, but you still get the bonuses. Like, they all play all the time, and you still get clan bonuses, like extra little bonuses just for playing matches by yourself. Like, every time there's an update, there's a loot, a clan loot cache, and it's usually something cool. This time I think it was only like 500 BP or something, but usually it's something cool. But yeah. And I mean, I don't know. You don't ever really get on when nobody else is on this game, but if there was a day where you did want to, or a night where you wanted to, and nobody else was on, you could at least play with those guys. They're all pretty cool. I'm trying to remember. I think Headhunter was one of the people. I gotta remember. I don't think he's in that clan. I can't remember.
I mean, to be honest with you, Brian, I don't have any intentions of playing with anybody but you guys.
I don't blame you.
You guys are the only real reason I'm on this game.
I get it. But you know what I mean, like.
Yeah.
One of those nights where you're just like,
if it wasn't to play with you guys, I wouldn't be playing this game.
Really? I figured you liked it a little bit.
Yeah, I'm way like I've been over this game for a long time. I'm only on this game because you guys playing it.
Fair enough.
I don't know if it's the military background. Shooters, I'm on and off with shooters. Like, I can be into them for a short period of time, and then they get old to me, and then you take some time off from it and come back to it later. But
yeah, you can enjoy it again and shit. I know.
Yeah, it just never been. I've played several. I played Halo back in the day. All the military guys that I served with, Halo, and well, hell, I mean, Call of Duty was getting big at the same time as Halo.
Yeah, and especially when that franchise first started, it was actually pretty badass. It was playable. It wasn't all fucking like what it is now, I was gonna play that last night with fucking Seneca, and I tried to re-download Warzone, and it wouldn't. Like, I deleted fucking Infamous. I was in the middle of playing that game, and I deleted it so I could try to download that just because I wanted to play.
Yeah.
And even though I deleted more than enough fucking space, like made enough more than I can't talk. Made more than enough space for it, it still wouldn't let me play it or download it. I was just like, fuck it, I gave up. But I would rather play this than that for sure. I just like this because I've always liked any kind of, not realistic, but you know what I mean, less arcade style shooter games I've always found to be fun.
Yeah.
Something like this always just kind of reminds me of like almost like paintball.
Yeah.
Because you're not really fighting a war. You're not going and fighting for a cause. You're not planning with that much strategy. We try to like strategize a little bit about what we're doing, but we're not like generals fucking moving soldiers around on the map and shit,
Right.
And that's more like in line with something like paintball, where like you're just kind of in the situation and you start making decisions based on what the fuck might be the smartest move. How am I gonna not get the shit shot out of me by a bunch of paintballs? Let's go this way.
Yeah.
Although I'll tell you, never could have imagined back in the day when I was out in the woods, I mean, obviously had like raid and stuff. We could have used that shit, but we didn't. We did that stuff with like when we were playing. We played a game called Capture the Fort, where we were just like have two teams trying to get the other team's fort, all covert military style, like special ops kind of shit. It was funny. I got fucking
Yeah.
hog-tied when they captured me. My actually it was Jim. It was next to me, I think. Uh, yeah, it was. Yeah, because I laid down on the fucking. I laid down on the fucking slide on this like kid's like play set out in the backyard of this dude's house. I was just like laying in my camouflage, and I guess for some reason I thought he couldn't see me. Dude, I don't know. It was really hot out that day. It was funny as fuck. But they ended up hog tying me. I guess I talked enough shit that they thought I'd just like try to escape. So they straight up fucking hog tied my ass. And I still managed to escape because I told the kid that was holding me and Jim fucking up in this tree house. It was their prison or whatever for where they were keeping the POWs. And I told the kid I had to take a piss and I was going to piss all over the fucking tree house. My hands and I pushed his ass out of the fucking tree house. It's like 10 feet up. Just knocked his ass straight out of the damn thing. Fucking untied myself, got real quick, got Jim. We got the fuck out of there. It was the fuck. We were some crazy kids, man. But for stuff like that, like at a certain point, we had like radios and shit. And my friend Smitty was driving around in his car and he had this TV on with his. Oh, got some fun. But like, I just think about it, like being out in the woods a couple of years later and I'm playing paintball with a couple other people, and I'm like helpful to have some earpieces, some earbuds, you know, and have my phone in my pocket, like how we roll around in this game,
Yeah.
where you're just able to communicate the whole time and shit. I don't know. I think that's the thing that I liked about this game the more than anything. The communication. It reminded me of Friday the 13th in that regard. Instead of taking on Jason, we're just taking on other teams, other people. But if you coordinate, you know what I mean? If you really try to coordinate, you can actually pull some good shit off. Man, yeah, somebody's really going to have to fill that fucking void, though. That Friday the 13th void.
Yeah.
Like, I can't believe nobody has nailed that yet. Like, seriously, how is somebody not just completely ripped off that exact idea, except with its own IP, but did the exact same thing and just put it out? Like, it's a guaranteed success. As long as it's not, like, cheesy or something. Like, as long as it's not... I don't want to play Killer Clowns, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I don't want to play...
Yeah.
But I would play, like, a clown...
The gameplay on that I've seen does not look good at all.
No, but I just mean, like, in general, like, that IP. I wouldn't want it to be something silly like that. I'd want it to still be, you know, in line with something like Friday the 13th, where it's kind of hardcore, kind of gritty, you know, kind of violent and shit, scary, whatever. Obviously,
Yeah.
part of the charm of Friday the 13th is hearing that theme music when Jason gets close, looking out the window and seeing him running up, and it's Jason. You know what I mean? Like, that was part of the charm of that game. But you could still get that same holy shit, the killer is here and he's about to come through the window feeling, as long as you don't, you know, crap it out. And that's all they got to do. Somebody's just got to take that engine, that model, put it in Unreal 5, new skins, new music, just all original, no sue over it, and crank that fucker out. They could have that game out in a year, dude. Shit, you and I could make that game with the right computer. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's how easy those kind of games are to make. They're literally the easiest kind, because you're not dealing with like all the fucking other kind of shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, The hardest thing you'd have to introduce is something like shooting mechanics if you wanted somebody to fire a gun at somebody or something, where you'd have to like work that kind of shit out. But like the striking and all that, you can figure. Like, I'm not saying like you and I personally, but you know what I mean. Like people like us could do that kind of shit, and that's what it'll end up being. Is it'll just be a couple of people that are smart that know how to do it, and they're like, fuck it.
Yeah.
That's how that game started anyway. To begin with,
Yeah.
just a couple of people saying, fuck it, this is what I want to play. And Jesus Christ, I mean, the results were fucking great. And that's what I'm saying. Like, I just can't fucking fathom that somebody else hasn't jumped on that. Like, what is stopping somebody else from fucking making that game?
Yeah. Nothing now.
Well, I mean, even then, like, they could have just, well, they might have came after him like, hey, you stole our game or something, I guess. And I guess they still could come after him in that regard. Like, this is our game model or something like that. You ripped off our gameplay. Fuck, dude. The amount of money they could cook off of that shit by selling that game, they could probably pay the fucking settlement, you know what I'm saying? And still come out on top. Be worth it.
Yeah.
Or just grab another IP like fucking Halloween or something and just do the same thing with Halloween instead. Just retool it. Instead of campground, it's fucking Haddonfield. Couple of houses on a street.
Yeah. Well, I think it's coming.
This is the funny thing. I think it would be cool if, like, Dead by Potential really jumped on the best.
You cutting out pretty bad.
Yeah, I got my controller out in the garage for a second. Came out here smoking a cigarette. Set it back on the table here. If man, I should just bring my PlayStation out here. I might do that. Then I gotta fucking turn everything off. That'd be alright. I play better on this big TV out here than I in my room. I can see everything a lot better out here. Honestly, would be a better move though. The only thing is, like, I get uncomfortable sitting in the chair. I wanna be comfortable. But the smart thing for somebody to do would be to rip off Friday the 13th, rip off Texas Chainsaw Massacre, rip off Halloween, but in like the most innocent possible way. Meaning, like, you get a character that looks very similar. You know, like how Manhunt had those guys in there with the hockey masks that kind of looked like Jason, but it wasn't Jason.
Yeah.
But it was like blatantly an homage to him. Had like that lumbering kind of fucking body type to him, and you know what I mean? Like, just it looked like Jason in Part 3 or something, but with a slightly different mask and a different outfit. And that's all they got to do. Something like that. You get a guy in a mask that looks kind of similar, you know, or recalls that vibe, you know. Maybe he's got a little bit more hair or something. It's not Jason, you know. He doesn't have the chevrons on his fucking mask. I don't know. But you get a guy that looks like Michael Myers, and maybe instead of it being pale white, it's just like green. Like it's almost a zombie mask, a little more, almost like the Rob Zombie Halloween version of it. You know what I mean? Like, it's a little more deteriorated, rotted. So it looks, well, I guess, fuck, now that's a thing, so you couldn't really pull that off. But before that became a thing, you slightly alter the look a little bit. He wears a fucking gray jumpsuit with a fucking skin-colored mask and blonde hair, but it looks just like Michael Myers. You know what I mean? He walks like him, and he breathes like him, and he uses a butcher knife. You know what I mean? And then you get like another, but you make it to where you could select different villains, like how you can in Dead by Daylight, but it's the Friday the 13th game model. and then you slightly alter it based on who the killer is. So if like the person picks the Jason character, you get more of a Crystal Lake kind of setting. If the guy picks Michael Myers' character, you get more of a Haddonfield setting. If the guy picks Freddy, you get more of a Dream World setting. And maybe he's got like some Dream World type powers, and it's a slightly different experience playing against that killer, you know?
Yeah, I think you can still get your friggin' pantsuit off even if you change the character like a little bit. If they can, if they can go in and look, this is clearly a ripoff of
Yeah, but
Michael Myers.
you could probably like get it dropped under the, well, it's more of an homage or something, you know what I mean? Like, we didn't use the Halloween theme and we don't call him Michael, it's Marcus, you know what I mean? Like something like that. But you know what I mean? Like they try to like find a way to, if you could bend the rules just a little bit enough to where you could make it that kind of experience, it would be pretty fucking awesome.
I mean, it would be cool. I still think like, I still think they'd fucking get you. Like, you'd have to, you'd have to really like alter like the like you said change the color. I think you'd have to change the whole entire look of the mask. If it looked anything like a Michael Myers,
Well, you
they
just
could
make it,
still sue the shit
you,
out of you.
you make it look more like William Shatner. You know what I'm saying? But that's what I mean. Like, it's just like, just enough like where you get the idea that that's what it's supposed to be, but it's not, you know, or you like mix it up like how they did in Bobby's World back in the day, where they did like an homage to both Michael Myers and Jason, and it's like a guy with like a almost like a Casey Jones looking hockey mask, but he's got like bushy black hair, and he's got a blue jumpsuit, but he carries a sponge, or not a sponge, a plunger,
Yeah.
and it's very Mason. His name is Mason in the fucking show. Um, I just found that episode not too long ago. That's why I remember it so vividly. I was like going through YouTube and I was like, man, I wonder if I could find a clip of that. I couldn't remember the details of it, and I actually did end up finding it. But if they could do something like that, like that's what I mean. Like you got to mix it up. Like maybe Michael Myers wears a fucking striped sweater like Freddy, and Freddy wears a fucking blue jumpsuit and a hat. You know what I mean? Like something like that. Like you fuck with people a little bit. But it's blatantly like the game is made to blatantly be an homage or something.
Hmm. I'm about to send something to the group. It's cue ball.
Damn, Barbara's taking her sweet ass time. Said she almost hit a deer. She must have got off late. What is it? I just see Biden, but I can't see what it.
It says when you lead a whole squad to your team and hide in a box while they fight.
Okay, I see it now. Yeah. He's smiling. That's funny. What do you make of all this drone shit going on in Jersey?
What is it?
You haven't heard about that shit?
No, man, I don't ever watch the news.
Oh man, they won't shut up about it. It's been going on for a couple of weeks now. Drones the size of like small cars and shit flying all over New Jersey, over military bases. Yeah, it's getting weird, dude. Like really fucking weird. Yeah, like every day I get on YouTube or something, scrolling around, and like I'll click on the news for a second, and it's like the first thing you see usually.
Are they like
They don't know. Nobody knows where they're coming from, who's fucking flying them, where they're going, where nothing. It's just fucking bizarre, dude. It's like it's one of those like national mysteries that's got everybody fucking talking about it and nothing else kind of things. But yeah, it's fucking wild, dude. Like they just keep appearing. And like, obviously people are getting really dumb and they start reporting every fucking low flying airplane that goes overhead at this point. But it is a thing like the Department of Defense is involved, like they don't know what's going on. Like it's a whole fucking thing, dude. It's just like what the fuck? How are they? Yeah, it's like had the top story on yeah, sheriff calls for state of emergency. Jesus, that's fucking extreme. That's here. I'll send it to you. And,
I'm just wondering if it's like you said they're like the size of a small car.
yeah,
So
like
I'm
some
just wondering.
they're bigger than just like a regular fucking drone. You know what I mean? Like they're huge.
So I'm wondering if they're military grade drones though. Like
Oh shit, they got footage of them in
Well,
the
even
daytime.
though it's been reiterated, there's no evidence that a foreign country is behind it, and it's true, it would be incredibly odd if they were just targeting New Jersey. Many others still not ruling it out. Joining me now is Sheriff Sean Golden of Monmouth County, New Jersey. He's urging the governor there to declare a state of emergency. Sheriff, thanks very much for taking the time. Appreciate it. What are you calling for and why?
Dan, it's good to be with you, and I'll certainly invite the National Security Advisor to come to New Jersey, visit us, and listen to some law enforcement and his own naval personnel at Naval Weapons Station Earl here in my county, and speak with them, because these are trained eye professionals. We get that some people aircraft. Same token, can't have the state police, county and local law enforcement, trained personnel from the Cincinnati Arsenal and Naval Weapons Station Earl, two military installations here in New Jersey. What it is, sophisticated, very large objects that avoid detection, turned on and off speeds. That is what it is on the ground here, and so continue to urge to press the federal government to put more resources out here. Looks in the Kirby, doesn't sound like we're going to get any, right? And that's not the thing, because here, County has been pushing for federal resources to come out. And listen, if the governor declares a state of emergency, Dan, there's a couple things that can be done, right? And he can urge the federal government, particularly the FAA, do a temporary flight restriction of all recreational and commercial drones. Let's clear the airways of those first, right? And see what we get when that happens for at least a night or two. What's the harm in doing that, so we can have some surveillance up there to see what is going on? Second to that, activate our Air National Guard. We have some Air National Guard patrol out here tonight as observers. We're getting reports still tonight of drones in our airways here in the county and in neighboring counties. So those are a couple steps that can be taken, and it doesn't sound like we're moving in that direction. The only way we're going to solve this is by the federal government in here and doing full investigations as to what these things are, how their movements are made. Listen, we have reports from all county, and I grant it, some people will see, manned airlines in a flight pattern.
I'll be right back.
You have the Naval Weapons Station Earl.
All
At the
right,
same
man.
time, Kirby is at the podium filing a report with U.S. Navy from Virginia saying that they were activating their D-drone equipment, right, for a drone activity on the base. There's something afoul here, and
Well, let me ask you, Sheriff, you have a theory on what's going on?
I don't. I mean, obviously, we are constantly looking out. My drone unit is out there tonight. Down in Ocean County, their drone unit came close to a series of these drones. Took they're just unapproachable. And as you said, listen, I will commend and impact. I mean, Callahan from our state police and our office and security here in New Jersey, doing what they can with very limited resources. Technology, as you know, and particularly when you're going to de-drone, that's all at the hands of the federal government and the FAA. And we have to come up with more federal assistance to solve this problem.
I think one of the drones just hit your shot there and deactivated your electricity. They were like, all right, we're going to black him out. He's saying too much.
There's a lot of that going on, Dan.
He's talking. He's talking. We got to shut that guy up. All right.
But listen, also, when we now the federal that can counter drone against law. A2 is and they will do temporary flight restrictions, but state police around the country that they can react quick when it's a threat to our citizens at mass gatherings.
Sheriff Golden, thank you. Thanks for watching. Go to joinnn.com to find News Nation on your screen.
It's pretty fucking wild, isn't it?
Yeah.
Like it's been going on for a couple of weeks now.
I'd say fucking put a fucking sniper and a chopper and fucking shoot one down.
Right? Find out what the fuck they are. I mean, I thought they could just hit those things with like electronics to where they could knock out their signal and fucking drop them. That's what they were doing. Yeah. Well, that's what they were doing out there in fucking wherever the fuck that was. Was it Nebraska or something? Nah, it wasn't Nebraska. The fucking Keystone Pipeline. When all the Standing Rock. All the fucking protesters out there and shit. They had drones out there recording shit, and they were shutting all that shit down. They were knocking them down. Anyway, let's fire one off. She's going to be on her way.
Well, I was just real quick that that was out in the middle of fucking nowhere, though. If they shoot EMP in a freaking populated area, it's gonna knock out fucking power on them.
Yeah, it was a lot more remote out there. But the thing I'm talking about is like they use like a little, like almost like a radar dish. You know, like the kind of shit.
Focusing it.
Yeah, it's like and it's like short range. Yeah. But maybe that's what it is. Maybe it's just that they're up so high they can't use stuff like that on them too. I don't know. Something's fucky about the whole thing. I know that.
You know, it'll probably end up being.
What?
Probably end up being some 13-year-old kid, fucking genius. Fucking built that shit.
Probably automated or something.
And he's gonna end up being the fucking like a fucking real life Tony Stark. Be revolutionary in the fucking future. be like fucking MIT and shit. You know what I'm saying? It's probably what it'll be. The federal government will be like, look, we'll waive any charges if you just fucking agree to go to MIT and fucking be our next fucking head of the CIA.
Alright. We need to find somewhere to dig in a little bit. I say if nobody jumps at the very beginning, then we jump somewhere right up at the top here. But if it's fucking emptying out, yeah, it's kind of emptying out. Never mind.
Quarter of the plane.
Yeah. That's what happened the last time I was on here. It varies. Shit.
Well, fucking, let's just do Camp Bravo. It's kind of a long jump.
Let's do it now. That's what I was looking at too a minute ago, and I was still looking around. As soon as you said it, it's like, yeah, you're gonna say the same one.
Somewhat central. Very good chance we're in the circle or don't have to go far from it.
And hopefully far enough out that nobody's gonna fuck with us. Somebody else popping. I think we might have got lucky here. Fucking A.
Or they're already down.
They would have had to have dropped quick though, you know what I mean? Like we would have maybe probably seen their chutes coming in. I usually stay away from these camps because they seem like they could be a fucking hot spot, but every time they always drop over these fucking things, they're always dead. And it looks like you've carried that tradition over for us. I am not angry. Quite the opposite. The whole camp to ourselves. Yeah, there's nobody around, dude. So yeah, like I said, don't be afraid to rock a Vector or one of those 9mm because everything's lighter. Well, the 9mm's lighter, not everything.
You know me, I've been super into the freaking SMGs lately.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, I was rocking a Thompson a little while ago. Just because I could carry so much fucking ammo. I was like, fuck it. And then I ended up swapping it out. There we go. There's an M24. That's more like it. Oh yeah, there's sticky bombs on this level now. Since you can blow shit up. They wanted to add some more explosives, I guess. And they are fun.
Right on the... You're in the red. I'm right on the edge.
That's not as safe as it used to be. It can actually destroy buildings and shit now a little bit.
Yeah.
But there's something that I gotta reread it to make sure I read it right, because it sounds like you'll hear the impact before the explosion. So you have like a half second to fucking respond or something from what I understand, but do not rely on that as reliable information until it's confirmable. I'm gonna get the fuck out of this building. I don't want to test that theory right now. Shit. Fucking scopes and shit. Keep finding 3 times everywhere. Do you have a 3 times or higher?
Yeah.
Okay. Saying, like, leaving all of them behind, be like, well, fuck, dude, I could have used one, you dick.
No, I good. I have a 4.
Do you need a suppressor for an SMG?
I do.
I'll bring it to you.
Do you need one for an AR?
I just found one. It's happened to me. I was dropping a bunch of shit and I was about to ditch this one because I'm not rocking a pistol or anything yet. There you go. I got a quick draw if you want it.
I have an extended mag quick draw.
Okay. Yeah, that's what I was looking for. It's kind of stumbling
for SMG?
For AR.
Oh.
I have a extended mag, I just don't have a quick draw.
And you said you have a suppressor for an AR?
Yeah.
Okay. I'll drop that then. What is this going overhead? Is this a drop?
Yeah. Southwest. And we are dead ass in fucking circles, so it's gonna pop here in a second, but it's gonna be to the northwest. Yep, it popped right over that fucking tower. 295. We could mosey over that way. We don't have to necessarily go for the fucking thing, but might run into some assholes that are. I still need a better scope, though. I'm dying. That's the way I keep. God damn it.
There's still plenty to loot around here. I'm just gonna...
This is actually really close, dude. Holy shit. It looked like it was further away than this. But I looked over here and I can still see it. It's almost on the ground. See where it lands here. Because I got eyes on it at the moment. Is that behind the tree? Okay, never mind. Well, wait, hold on. But wait, there's more. Okay. If we decide to go that way, it's over there. And it's found us a dirt bike. Oh, no, wait, that's not a dirt bike. That's an actual bike. Hell yeah, even better. I'm not going over there without you, so if you want to go, let's go. And do you need any 7.62? I got an extra 100 rounds I don't need.
No, I'm good.
Yeah, like I can't pick anything else up. I'm like, what the fuck? I got 210 rounds for my sniper. And it's a bolty. Did you bring that stuff in? Okay, I'll go ahead and get it in a minute. There's a 24 down here if you want one.
I got one.
Alright, this is fucking ammo real quick. Cheek pad. C4, hell yeah.
6 times up here.
Oh shit, is there? Hell yeah. I just found C4 and I was just thinking about it and I'm like, I wonder what kind of real destruction that'll do now. I don't want to just test it out. If I find another one, maybe I'll test it. But I don't want to fucking waste it. Flash hider, hell yeah. I had something on there already. You gonna come in and chill, or what are you doing, bro? Or do you want to go sit out there and chill? Like, what are you doing? You're making me nervous.
I don't want to be in the way.
Well, just go ahead and go, because there's nothing going on right now. That's your purse. I was trying to move it out of the way. I don't know what the hell it was for a second. Yeah, we still don't really have to move. Damn, that fucking drop really did land in the dead center of the circle. I'm gonna start motivating that way. Actually, I don't know. We really don't have to move from here. I don't really need anything out of there. I have a level 3 backpack and I do need a level 2 helmet if you see one.
Okay.
have a level 1, but I don't have a level 2.
I know I saw some somewhere.
I have ran past a few of them and probably didn't grab it looking at their stuff, and I just looked down and realized that. I'm just gonna jump on this bike. Shit shack.
That scared the shit out of me. That was weird. I went through a window, and when I went through the window, I think I passed through like the beam of light, like if that makes, you know what I'm saying, like the sunshine coming through the window. It just made a shadow that was really weird. It fucking scared me because I thought a guy. I thought a guy ran in front of me, dude. Yeah, I was like, what the fuck was that? Either that or I'm fucking really fucking high. Which I am high, but I still know what I fucking saw.
You okay, Barb? Barb almost hit a deer on the way home.
That's scary.
Yeah, she's a little freaked out of that.
And I've had a shitty night at work.
And that too, yeah. People treat her like shit. We don't need to get into the details on the broadcast right now, but people tend to treat her like shit. And you know, Barb, she's a sweet girl. She don't deserve to be walked all over like that, talked about, or whatever the fuck.
Yeah. Definitely not.
Another fucking 6 times. Go from not being able to find a scope to too many real fast in this game.
Yeah, holy shit, I have an ass load of fucking what is that fucking, 360, 80, 180 and 180 is 360, right? Yeah. And then, so 360 plus 87.
Jesus Christ. It's over fucking 440 rounds, dude.
Yeah. I
Or
don't think I'm gonna run out of 9 mil.
rounds, yeah. No, that is 440 rounds. God damn. Alright.
How are you doing on health?
That's the thing I don't have. I have 1 first aid and 10 bandages. And nothing else.
Hold up here.
No painkillers.
Hold up here. Come to me.
Alright, hold on.
I got you here.
Team medic.
Hold on. No, I just, there you go. There's 2.
Fuck, now I gotta drop some.
Well, I can probably pick it up for you.
It's a good thing. It's a good thing. It was just bandages and shit. Although now, shit. It's because I got a sticky bomb and C4, so I'm like carrying kind of heavy. But I'm gonna drop some ammo and pick these back up. I got way too much fucking 5.6 anyway for a 3-round burst. Oh shit! It's all wall.
6 left. Phase 3. Shit, we've been in a circle the whole time.
Take us over here to the coast. Where was our jump line? Yeah, this will be a good spot. This might be a good spot too, honestly. But we could move up to this. Get over this hill, that is. I was really hoping I wouldn't have to do that.
Well, now that door is always open, isn't it?
Yeah. And And like, see this steps here? These are the steps I'm talking about. Like this shit you can blow up with a grenade. Oh yeah, here's some adrenaline and shit.